everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chagnon and today I'm doing my favorites for the month of April. I've been overly happy this past month because April is the end of the semester and we're coming up into summer and my first year of master's schoolwork is almost done, so I'm just really excited right now. And I've got lots of things to show you and I'm just very happy and it's wonderful. I really like April because winter is leaving and summer is on its way and there's just tons of stuff and there's birds outside and the days are getting longer and so I've got some favorites to show you, some makeup items, some book favorites, some music, a little crafty-like item to show you, and some food. And the makeup, I've got actually a very small tutorial to show you all, so look forward to that closer to the end of the video. We're going to start off the favorites with my book favorites. I read 2 books this month. We're going to start off with the first one that you see right here. This is J.K. Rowling's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the original screenplay. I have, of course, watched the movie and the movie is fantastic and the book screenplay is just as fantastic. I really enjoyed reading the book because in the movie there are certain points where I found it was really hard to understand what the characters were saying, and just reading those parts on paper clarified those scenes for me greatly. So I'm very happy for that reason for reading the book, but also I really enjoyed reading the screenplay because you got to see how J.K. Rowling's descriptions of the scenes translated into the movie, and they are really exact. It's absolutely wonderful. I really enjoyed reading all the Niffler scenes because the Niffler is the cutest little creature on the face of this earth, even though it's completely made up. I loved reading those scenes because he's just this little greedy munchkin, and it was just wonderful to read that on paper. So if you have not read the screenplay yet, I highly recommend going out and reading it, ebook version or whatever have you, but just definitely go and read it because it's so wonderful. I love it. Definitely go read it, guys. My second book that I read is Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This is the book movie adaptation of the movie, Rogue One. If you know me, you'll know that I love Star Wars. I am absolutely obsessed with the Star Wars franchise. I love Star Wars so much. I'm pretty sure I have a photo somewhere, and if I do have that photo still, I'll insert it here. But there is a photo of me at a friend's sleepover party when I was probably about 7 or so, and I'm wearing Star Wars pajamas, and I can tell you for a fact that those Star Wars pajamas were from the boys section because of course, you know, there was no such thing as Star Wars in the girls section at that time. That's just all to say that I go absolutely bananas where Star Wars is concerned. So I got this book for Christmas and I absolutely love it. I love the movie as well. But what I really love about the book is that you get to know Jin better. That's because it's a book, so you really get to read about her thoughts and feelings about everything that is going on, the whole situation, and she just becomes an even greater in-depth character in the book, in my opinion. You do get a good sense for her in the movie and what she stands for and all of that, but in the book it's just amplified. And I really love Jin as a character, and reading the book has made me love her even more. So if you are as obsessed with Star Wars as I am, I highly recommend going out and getting this book because you just get more from the story. There is so much added detail and extra stuff in this book, and it brought me so much joy reading. So yes, very much enjoy it. Go check it out. Since we are on the Star Wars fan train right now, my next favorite is a model kit, specifically a Star Wars model kit. This here is a 3D metal model kit, and right now I'm making the Millennium Falcon. Depending on the difficulty of the model, you get 1 or 2 sheets. This one is a 2-sheet metal model kit, and right now I'm building the Millennium Falcon. It's honestly been trying my patience. It's very difficult because you're working with tiny little pieces, and it gets very frustrating very fast. Other than that, I've been really enjoying doing this little model here. I've got 2, this one and an R2-D2 one that I will eventually get to in the future. But When I sit down to work on my little Millennium Falcon, I get really into the zone and I concentrate heavily, and it just actually relaxes me, which is funny because I get really frustrated while I'm working on this because the pieces sometimes just don't cooperate. I've been having a lot of fun doing this. I have found a site where you can order these online, so I'll put all that down in the description below. So if you are interested in doing something like this, you can find all that down there. They don't just do Star Wars, they do tons of metal model kits, obviously. So it's all gonna be down there if this is something that interests you. I really like it because it's Star Wars, and as we all know, I love Star Wars. I got a food favorite as well. Easter was just last weekend, and with Easter comes all the Easter chocolates. Yes. Adam and I were in Walmart last weekend picking up a birthday gift for a friend's kid, and well, there was the Easter section as we were coming in, so we went perusing through the chocolates, and I saw a bag of Cadbury mini eggs, and by that point I did not understand the obsession with Cadbury mini eggs. I had never tried them, so I really didn't understand why people went bananas over these things every year. So I picked up a little bag of Cadbury mini eggs. And then we went home, and then I opened them and I tried them, and now I understand why everyone is always obsessed with these things. Because they just taste absolutely amazing. And I have a bowl here. So yes, I've since picked up 2 bags of the family fun size, and hopefully that will be enough for me to get through the entire year. I might have a problem, but that's okay. But either way, the chocolates are little egg-shaped chocolates, and they have like this milk chocolate center. It's creamy, it melts on your tongue. It's not too overly sweet either, because overly sweet stuff turns me off. I just really don't enjoy overly sweet sweets, if that makes any sense. But yes, these have little chocolate centers, and then on the outside is a sugar-coated candy, crunchy thing. And what I really like to do is just, you know, pop one into my mouth, like so, and then let it sit on my tongue and warm up. And then when it's warm enough, I start to crunch it. And just the chocolate with the sugary outer coating and that crunch is really satisfying. I also have a music favorite this month. I've been listening to the new CD from the Chainsmokers. I think it's actually their first CD. If you have not listened to it, you should definitely listen to it. The name of the CD is Memories Do Not Open, and iTunes describes it as dance music, and honestly I agree with that, because every time I put that CD on, all I want to do is get up and kind of shimmy around, and oh, it's just absolutely wonderful to listen to. It makes me super happy, and just I love it. Whenever I've been listening to music, that is what I've been putting on. So definitely go check it out if you enjoy that sort of music, or just check it out if you're curious about it. It's a really good CD. I have some makeup items to show you. The first one has to do with the eyebrows. I did an entire first impressions video on this. This is the unique Moodstruck Brow Obsession palette, and this is the little friend brush that goes with this palette. If you haven't seen that video, it will be up in the cards, so definitely go check it out, because I give my honest opinions about it. And you know, judging by the fact that it's now appearing in my favorites video, you probably already know that I did enjoy it. But yes, this palette I have been using pretty regularly to do my eyebrows in the morning the whole month, and I really like it. It's just a little cute small palette, and it's very easy to work with. So you've got 2 eyebrow products up here. These are powders, and then you have a wax that you use to seal your brows with, and then there's 2 cream products down here that you use for highlighting. In all honesty, the pink product is still weirding me out. I love it, but pink is so jarring to see in an eyebrow palette and a highlighter at that I'm still kind of like, huh. But I really enjoy it, and I have used it quite often. It's so weird to see a pink highlight. It's just weird. In that first impressions video, I wasn't too sure what to do with the wax, and since that video, I have discovered that on the brow brush, you're supposed to use the paddle side. Whoa, I just dropped it. You're supposed to use the paddle side for the wax. Honestly, I just dip the brush into the wax, and then I'll show you quickly right here. And then I use the paddle side and the side that all the product is gathered on, and I just kind of lightly run it over my brows. I don't press the product into my brows, I just kind of lightly graze it because I don't want too much there. And that's how I use it. So I've been using this pretty regularly for the whole month. I really enjoy it. I love doing my brows with this. They make them look so good. I got some lip items to show you. Recently I went into MAC. It was my first ever visit into MAC. I've never been into MAC. And while I was there, I picked up a lipstick and a lip liner. I have never tried MAC lipsticks or lip liners or anything MAC related other than this little lip gloss that I had lying around. I didn't buy it. I don't remember where I got it, but that's the only MAC item that I had prior to this little visit. I have been obsessed with these two since getting them. This here is a MAC Cream Sheen lipstick. It's in the shade Modesty. I've got it on right now. It is wonderful. It's a nice nudie taupey shade. Good for spring, also good for winter time. It's just, you know, it's a good lipstick to have on hand because it goes for every day. And then I've been lining my lips with this little lip pencil here. It's in the shade Whirl. This is amazing. I've had such a hard time finding good lip pencils because I'm very picky, and this one is perfect. And this lipstick is perfect. I want to go back and get a couple more because these are amazing. I'm just absolutely gobsmacked with how good they are. There is a reason why everyone obsesses over MAC lipsticks, and it is because they are that good. Oh, they smell so good too. And when this isn't enough, I always like to put on a little bit of lip gloss, and I've been kind of going for this MAC Cream Sheen Glass Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Boy Bait, and it just looks really cute and luscious on the center of the lips. And yeah, I have been obsessed with these three little items the whole month. Now, on to my last favorite, which is what I've got on my eyes right now. I've been doing this eyeshadow regularly the whole month when I'm not doing anything special for a video. It's honestly what I should have done for a neutral look from that video that I did a couple of weeks ago. It'll be up in the cards if you didn't get to watch it. But I was at the start of that video saying I was going to do a neutral everyday sort of look with a nude lip. I was using a different palette, but it just didn't happen. I used navies and blues and golds, and it ended up being a really nice smoky nighttime look, but it was not neutral and it was not for every day. This here is neutral and for every day. So I'm gonna run you through how I do this eye makeup right now because it's honestly what I've been wearing the whole month and I absolutely love it, and it's actually really easy to do. So to do this eyeshadow look, what I've been using is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade 55. This is inked in pink. And what I'll do is I'll take it onto a finger and then just pat it onto my lid. For the inner corner closer to my tear duct, I'll take a flat shadow brush and just work that in there and make it all nice and crisp and clean. And this shadow will act as a base for the rest of my shadow. So once I like where that is going, I'll go into my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette and I'll take the shade Limit on a fluffy blending brush and I'll start working that into the outer corner and up into the crease. And I'll just do this windshield wiper motion back and forth until it's blended to my liking. And if I need a little more product, I'll go back into the palette and pick up some more product and just keep doing that windshield wiper motion. Once I like how that's blended together with the cream shadow, I'll go back into the palette and grab some Nooner on the same shadow brush and I'll work that really into the outer third corner and I'll bring it up a little bit into the crease, but I won't go as far with Nooner as I did with Limit. And I'll just keep working that again and blending until it's at a consistency and a look that I like. And lastly, I'll go in with some Mug Shot and I'll just put that right in the outer corner. I'll just dab it in lightly. And that's honestly the look. I'll apply some mascara afterward and that's it. It is a really easy eyeshadow look. I do this in the morning just before going to the bus for school. It's really easy because it's one with your fingers and two brushes, and honestly, you don't even need this flat eyeshadow brush if you don't want to. You could just fully use your finger to do the cream shadow. And my last favorite of the month is you guys. My channel is still very tiny, and because of that, whenever there is anything or any sort of activity happening on my channel, I see it. And this past month, I have seen a large spike in the amount of views that my channel has been getting, the amount of views on my videos, the amount of comments and likes, and just the general interactions with my channel and what's on it. And that is because of you guys. It's just really amazing to see all that happening, and it's just brought me so much happiness, honestly. I really like interacting with you guys, and I like to see you guys interacting with my videos and just generally enjoying my videos. So thank you so much for all of that. It is really amazing, and it's honestly kind of mind-boggling me because it's a huge difference from the month before. So thank you so much for all of that. I love what I'm doing on my channel. It's so much fun, and I'm very happy that you guys seem to be enjoying what I'm doing as well. And those are all my favorites for the month of April. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, then definitely consider subscribing. It helps me greatly, and I would love you so much for it. If you have video recommendations, then just leave those down in the comments below. I will do makeup tutorials for you or some more serious chatty subject videos. So just leave it all down in the comments below, and I will read them. I read all the comments. I read everything. As always, my name is Chagnon, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye!